Hey, how are you?
Excellent, Rachel. How about yourself?
Doing great. I am so excited to make my brothers jealous because they're wrestling fans. So I
Awesome.
can't wait.
Oh, yes, you got
Um,
him today.
I didn't even tell them, so I can't wait. Obviously, we know like a lot of wrestlers get into acting both prior to wrestling and also after. What is the most exciting part about like obviously you've been an actor, but how do you kind of like the exciting part of people getting to see something like Twisted Metal and you in this show versus what they might know you from already?
Yeah. I think I can share this, I think, with a lot of my wrestling brethren who are now actors, but I think initially just the excitement of, inhabiting a new character. Most of us have been playing the same one for the majority of our careers, and expressing ourselves in the same way for the majority of our careers and to great effect. But to get the opportunity to kind of step in the shoes of something else is always something that's really, really fun and something I think a lot of us look forward to.
Yeah, and so especially something like this that is kind of like I think Stephanie called it like gallows humor, which it is, but it's so funny. Like I love the use of Champagne Supernova in that first episode. I think it's genuinely one of the funniest needle drops. But when you are kind of marrying like those more comedic elements with like a show that is post-apocalyptic and people just struggling to survive, well, it is kind of like your favorite part of like that, like getting to use comedy as like a way of making things lighter than they necessarily are.
I think when you talk about things like that, I think the majority of the show kind of follows that mantra where, obviously the post-apocalyptic world is definitely not the ideal scenario for humanity or what you would hope for, but um, you know, and I think it kind of speaks to the state of humanity that even in the most dire of times, there's still some humorous things out there that we can find to laugh at, and I think the series in and of itself kind of encapsulates that.
Yeah, for sure. And also like, it helps like Anthony Mackie is one of the most charming people to watch on TV. And I think that this show does a great job. But like, as if feel kind of knowing like you're facing off against Captain America, like
Oh,
that's cool.
great. It's awesome. I got all kinds of street cred with the kids. Let me tell you, kids around the neighborhood, I showed them the video. I was like, you see that? That's Captain America. All right. All right. Now go get me an ice cream from the truck over there. Yeah.
You're like, hey, kids buy me
Yeah.
ice
Yeah.
cream though.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I could start a gang of 12-year-olds right now. They'd all follow me to the grave, man, because he's beating up Captain America, man.
Is that the like obviously though we've seen it in the past with wrestlers who become actors that like part of it is like the physicality that you already have ingrained in you from your past career. Is that something though that like is fascinating to you, or do you want to do something more like I like Dave Bautista's work in like Blade Runner 2049, which is like the opposite of what we know Dave
Mhm.
Bautista as? Like, is that something you kind of want to also branch into?
I'd love the opportunity to try on any character for size. I think that's kind of part of the fun of being in the world of acting is taking on various roles and to the best of your interpretation. And yeah, that obviously it interests me a tremendous amount. And for getting my beak wet, so to speak, and having my first foray into this, be Sweet Tooth, definitely a character that you can really stretch your legs into. So it's been a lot of fun thus far.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's just cool. Like I love seeing kind of like I'm obsessed with wrestlers as they venture into acting. I think it's such a cool like I'm like yes, because wrestling is acting and you're just changing kind of like you're making new characters. It's still
Mhm.
cool. And so for you though, your fans are coming, they're meeting Sweet Tooth, they're seeing you in this new format. What is something that you're so excited for people to get to see with this show and you in particular?
I think kind of evolving the mythology of Sweet Tooth a bit, and the world of Twisted Metal in general. I think I'm excited to see fans, kind of get an idea of MJ's vision for the Twisted Metal world, and to see it kind of built out a little bit more than what we got in the video games.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much for talking with me today. Again, already texted my brother. He's like, nice, he's awesome. I watched him multiple times. So I'm like, I'm gonna have credit with them. And I appreciate your time so much and can't wait for people to get to see the show.
Awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Have a great